Okay, let's talk now on the Tuesday show about upcoming events.
Yep. So there are a couple of cool things that are happening this weekend.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to read off of this. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this without messing this up. But anyways, okay, let's just go over here. So in Brazil, there's going to be I never know how to pronounce this exactly. The CACOMP or CACOMP?
CACOMP is what I would guess. I don't know.
So this event is happening this weekend on November 15th and 16th. They are flying down Dominion. In fact, I believe Dominion just got there today.
Cool.
So he's out there for this event. This is the Brazilian fighting game community right now is trying to really, really ramp things up over there. And this is one of the biggest events that at least this particular TO has done.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think he said it's like 4 times bigger than the last thing that he's done.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find the email about that. I had it loaded and it's gone now, so let me bring that back up again here. So Marcus sent us, so they're doing a 3rd rendition next weekend of the CACOMP tournament here. Hang on, let me pull this up here. All right, it's basically formed by himself and student players from Brazil, from the University of Brazil.
Brasilia.
Yeah, Brazil, and it's they're getting a sponsorship from a group called Jam Nerd Festival, and they're really helping them bring everything together.
It's not I Am Nerd, is it Jam Nerd?
That's what it says. It says
Oh
Jam.
yeah, it does say Jam.
It says Jam. But they managed to invite Dominion, but a lot of people are going to be there, like Choo Choo, who we're going to see at Capcom Cup, is going to be there.
Right.
Breno Fighters, of course, who was supposed to be at the Capcom Cup last year, but couldn't quite make it there.
Right.
So apparently EF Kioma, who was 3rd after Sako and Ryan Hart at the Treta aftermatch, among a bunch of other players there at
It
Brazil.
seems like a talented scene, so.
Yeah, and they're going to have $2,000 in prizes that you saw on the poster. And, you know, he said, I know it's small, but dude, come on. Like, seriously, when we were playing in tournaments back then, I got, like, first place, I got, like, $60. I was like, yo, sick, I can buy a game.
Right? Oh, yeah.
But, you know, $2,000 in prizes, which is great. So, yeah, they're definitely trying to grow stuff. And in fact, they've even worked with Lab Zero. Lab Zero gave them a bunch of Skullgirls codes so they could run this event. So shout-outs to them, especially shout-outs to Render, who works at Lab Zero, who basically hooked him up with that and even gave him a bunch of advice on how to, you know, do a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be really cool. And again, here, let me bring up that poster for you guys again so you can see it. There it is. Again, the November 15th and 16th Jam Nerd Festival. There's going to be Ultra Street Fighter 4, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, King of Fighters 13, Mortal Kombat Tekken Tag 2. I think they are also going to be running Skullgirls, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really, really cool stuff. You can see a lot of people involved there, including BenQ. So
What's the stream?
the stream here is going to be at twitch.tv/ Ooh, why I have trouble. Oh yeah, hang on a second. Here we go. It's deband ITBR, debandit BR.
Oh yeah,
I think
okay.
is what it
The
is.
Banded BR. Yeah, that
so
makes sense.
DABANDITBR that you can see here. So there you go.
All right, cool. Good info.
All right.
Definitely make sure to watch that or to attend it if you are near Brasilia, I guess.
Yep.
All right, well, that's not the only thing.
Yep. There's also another event that's going on this weekend in Texas.
That's correct, in Texas.
Okay.
In Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
to be precise.
And this is the Panda X Gaming Ultimate Fight Night. Ultimate, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Battle in the Pentagon,
Ultimate
yeah.
Fight. Ultra Fight Night.
It's taking place at Absolute Battle 5. So Absolute Battle 5 is this coming weekend. It's a full tournament. I mean, it's not just the Panda exhibitions. It's like the full thing. So if you're interested, if you're in the area, please go check it out. It's not just fighting games, by the way. They also have sports games and Tetris Battle on the Ouya.
Yeah, but I mean, as you can see here from this flyer, Champ and Snake Eyes are being flown out specifically to be in these exhibitions.
Right.
Snake Eyes is going to play against Hamad, and F Champ is going to play against Busby. So some good stuff over there. You can see there's some other minor matches. Even in Street Fighter, F Champ is gonna play over there as well.
Oh man, cool. That's gonna be fun. Chaotix is against Champ.
Yeah.
Integra, remember the Ken against Forwood. Akuma, Joe Love. I don't know who's playing now. Buki maybe.
Yeah. Ramasama. Yeah.
Presumably Rufus still. That's
oh
cool.
Look, it looks like Ray Ray's gonna be out there too. So Jan is going up against Ray Ray.
That's ridiculous. That's gonna be so
fun.
sick.
That's gonna be fun.
I would say I'm looking forward to that more than F Champ Busby personally, because Jan is like my favorite player to watch.
Dude, he's so good.
He's really good. It's not just that he plays characters that I like. It's like he's so good.
I forget. I think it was Noel, but you can never tell if he's being serious or not. But he was like, Jan is like, I think, one of the smartest players.
Oh, I saw that, and I think he was being serious.
Yeah, I think he was being serious. So
yeah, I really do. And he beat Ray Ray at TFC.
Yes, to get in the grand finals against Flux.
Right. It's a run back.
Yeah.
It's a fun matchup. There's going to be a really interesting neutral game. Ray Ray's is always awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool. Angelica's going to be there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, going up against Fonzo as one of the undercard matches.
Terry Bogard against Noel Brown.
Oh, Noel. Okay, so Noel's going to be there
he'll also be there. Yeah. So that's brought to you by Versus Gameplay, which are the people who are putting Absolute Battle on. But this is the first offline fight night. And we talked about fight night a couple of times, although not extensively. It's an online series where they match people up and they play very interesting online sets. But that hasn't happened offline until now. So it's a really cool step, I think, for the idea of it and for
and it's gonna be on twitch.tv/PandaXGaming, right?
Will this be? I'm not sure. I know that the major stream is going to be twitch.tv/versus gameplay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this particular event's going to be on Panda X Gaming or not. I just don't know.
Okay,
I don't want to say either way. So.
Okay. Cool.
But definitely, if you're interested in the rest of it, check out Versus Gameplay on Twitch.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess it is going to be. Oh no. The entire event, including Ultra Fight Night, will be broadcast on twitch.tv/PandaXGaming.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Good stuff. Shoutouts to Panda X Gaming, man. They're doing lots of good stuff, man. They're doing lots of good stuff. They've had a lot of these online tournaments and such. So.
Yeah, man. That guy has put in a lot of work. It's been a few years. He's put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Remember, we were at Texas Showdown, where he was, I think, doing his first live big tournament stream. It's something he's starting to do more often.
Yeah,
which is very cool.
Good stuff. No, it's great to see more streamers out there because, as much as, we love guys like Spooky and Mondo, they can't do everything.
No.
Not with the way that the scene is growing. So,
right. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. That's excellent.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else about events? For this weekend? Next weekend is 37 Reloaded. Number Evo Moment 37 Reloaded. We'll talk about that more next week, I guess. But just to make sure everybody remembers, there's a really interesting tournament coming up in Southern California next weekend. That is going to be a kind of redo of Evo 2004.
Right. And actually, I should probably mention this because I talked with Painter about it. But next week, what we can do is while people are watching the stream live, I'll try to set up the MooBot thing because like Mondo was showing me these really cool things on the stream night. But I actually have some Tournament of Legend posters to give away. And I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
And so, in conjunction with 37 Reloaded, because they're going to have an ST event over there.
Sure.
I'll give away a couple of those posters. I think there's going to be a one non-signed and one signed poster. So I'll try to give away 2 posters, and we'll try to pick from people who are live on the stream at the time. I think that will be really cool. So.
Okay. Just in the chat, Jaredin is talking about, or Team Choot maybe, is talking about a tournament that's coming up in Denver, Colorado this coming weekend. It's called FADC, second year that they're doing it.
Oh, nice.
It'll be at twitch.tv/StrikeFirstCo.
Yeah.
FIRSTCO, Strike First Co. It'll be a charity tournament. Entry fee will be cans. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
And there'll be prizes from Capcom and Faux Hammer joysticks.
Nice.
That's really
I
awesome.
remember them doing that last year. I actually remember, and the Strike First Co. that group. I've talked with them for years already. Like they've been really trying hard to bring up the Colorado scene.
Awesome.
So shout outs to them. Yeah, for sure. Check that out. So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, about 37 Reloaded, it'll have Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Turbo. It'll have Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. It'll have Capcom versus SNK 2. It'll have Marvel versus Capcom 2. and it will have Ultra Street Fighter 4 also. The kind of nod to the new generation. But man, I'm so stoked for that. Why again? We'll talk about it more next week. I just wanted to remind people about it.
Yeah, and I know that there's also a couple of other like game news that are going on, like Dengeki.
Yeah, Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax came out. I've watched it occasionally on random like HO vids and stuff, but not much. I don't really know too much about it, but it is now available on PSN.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So if I'll pick it up. And who knows? Maybe it'll be like with Under Night, where like I had no expectation that I was interested, and I picked it up because I pick all the fighting games up, and I liked it. So I'm definitely gonna try this out. It's available on Japanese PlayStation Network. It's about $65 If you are interested, please go check it out.
Yeah. Also, should mention that it's not out yet, but apparently a new patch for Smash on the 3DS is coming out. It's 1.04. And even though the other patches, they didn't explicitly say there were any balance changes, this one actually explicitly says there are balance changes. So much to the point where they said that none of your old replays will work anymore. Like, they'll actually take out your old replays. You can't play them anymore.
Huh.
So, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that means the changes are going to be super significant or how it's going. So
I mean, I've been following a little bit, and I know that the Wii U version has some confirmed changes.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
That videos have already shown, like the fact that Luma responds later or respawns.
Yeah.
Takes a little bit longer, stuff like that. So I know that there are some changes, but we'll see. That's cool.
Yeah. Hitomi is apparently free of charge in Dead or Alive 5. Okay. So if you are into the game and you play the game and you haven't picked her up yet for some strange reason,
now's the time, I guess.
Yeah. And we mentioned earlier that Project M is getting a bunch of balance changes as well. So that's going to get a few changes in there. And I know there was something else I really wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I know there was.
I can't remember what it was anymore, and it's driving me nuts. So
there was a Tekken 7 arcade trailer, but it was in Japanese, so I didn't know what it was talking about.
I haven't even seen it yet. I have not had a chance to get to see it. Oh, do you even want to talk about the Yun glitch?
Oh, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I totally forgotten about that. Okay. So here's a glitch in Ultra SF4 right now. I think on just the PlayStation, right? Or it's on one of them.
I think it was on the 360.
It's on 360. I don't remember.
360,
anyways, okay, 360 apparently. If you pick the new costume, the summer costume, and you go to Taunt 10, it's his standing short for some reason.
Well, it's not even just the standing short.
Right.
It's the standing short in the middle of his jab short strong chain.
Right.
It's that particular standing short. So the taunt got mapped to the wrong move.
Yeah, for sure.
So, as a result, what you can do with this is that because of all the weird, like, plinking things that go on in this game, you can plink, focus attack, into taunt.
Yeah.
And if you plink them perfectly one frame apart, what you end up getting is a parry short kick. Right,
yeah. It's just like Hakan focus dash cancel stuff. But you do it into this short. And then you can do short strong into whatever special move.
Right,
it's a tight block string, short strong. So it's definitely strong. It's definitely good. It's useful. You can use it in whatever footsie or defense situations to do like what Hakan can do basically. Focus dash into whatever, but instead just focus short. Blah blah blah. That's definitely good. It sucks. So definitely it should be banned. In my view, the major reason it should be banned is that it's Xbox only and that it's just it's the summer costume that you have to pay for. So it's like these two stupid things that that's the main reason for me. The gameplay thing, if it wasn't Yun, I might be cool with it. If it was like Dudley or not Dudley. If it was DJ.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's Dalsum, okay, it's something like that.
Right.
Somebody down there, Honda. But it's Yun is already Yun.
Right.
So he doesn't need this. So that's the only gameplay reason I think it should be banned. People who are worried about it from like isn't it crazy to have a parry into whatever? I mean, that's literally 5 years old. Hakan's been doing that for 5 years. Even before that, Gen did it at the end of Vanilla. So it's not new and it's never been broken. It's really good. But it's funny, the reaction to just that was funny to me because people were going so nuts about, well, not going nuts, but there was some outcry about it being there. But Hakan's had it all this time, and a lot of the same people I remember seeing saying
Hakan's
Hakan
good.
sucks.
Yeah.
No, those people,
You're telling them.
Say, I'm saying Hakan's good, but they're like, Hakan isn't that great.
Right.
And now when this happens, it's so great.
Well, look.
Whatever.
Ban it.
It's definitely banned. Okay.
Because look, they're gonna patch this. You know they're gonna patch it, right? And number two, someone actually told me that if you play against somebody online that does not have Summer Pack, basically what happens is since you have Summer Pack, you'll taunt and come out with the stand short. But since the other guy doesn't have the Summer Pack, that character will come out with the taunt.
Right.
And it desyncs the game.
Right.
So even if you use it online, if they don't have the Summer Pack, you're desyncing the game and you're breaking the game. So there's just no reason to have it. There's just no reason to even pretend that it should be valid. So just don't allow it. So
right. Yeah. Yeah. The target combo, I guess, is it the bigger deal of the two? I don't know. Everybody seems to think it's ridiculous that there's a tight block string. That I don't know. I guess that's good. I mean, it is good.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
It's not like a low or an overhead or anything. So I don't know. And again, if it wasn't Yun, as far as gameplay goes, I wouldn't be that worried about it. Right. But yeah, it's banned.
Okay.
Is that it?
Still can't remember the thing that
there was something else, huh?
I can't remember what it is. I'm like racking my brain right now.
You're gonna remember like right after we go
off.
Of
course, yeah, of course. That's the way it's always gonna work. So. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't possibly remember at this point.
Well, Pandaman Anna on Twitter says, no offense, us, but sometimes lighting people up can be important to help the community, helps get rid of bad eggs. Yeah, I guess that's true. And sometimes I've done it too. But you have to...
What's this in reference to?
Oh, remember we were talking about how Watson...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not that great for business.
Right,
you have to be kind of judicial about it and not...
Yeah.
And kind of know when to do it, and it's certain circumstances, and you can do it easily with some people and not with others. And
well, one of the things too, I mean, I said that, like, if there's a bag egg in the community and they're doing harm to the community, you've really got to call them out and stuff like that, right? You really have to, not fight them, but you really have to, help police this kind of thing, right? But one, you got to make sure that they're doing things wrong. And secondly, when you do stuff, you need to make sure that you're kind of doing it from a position where it's not as easy to dismiss what you say or to be equally as guilty of doing wrong things. You know what I mean? If you come out and try to, call somebody out and do it in such a way that's just like very logical, very calm, very well, I mean,
it's different,
yeah. If you like if you're a lawyer going into a case, if you go into a lawyer room and you're just like, this guy's bleeping idiot and you're not gonna get as far unless you're like, here's evidence A, here's evidence B. It's just the way it works. So
I almost saw two lawyers fight one time. It was so
serious?
sick. Yeah, we were at this deposition, right? Before I was a lawyer, but I was a summer associate, and there were these two lawyers in a deposition. And they were very combative. They were all butting heads and stuff. And one of them made like a strong suggestion that the other had like a improper relationship with his client. And the other lawyer was just like, he stood up and he was like, let's take this outside right now. And the court reporter, so everything is being written down always by this court reporter, right? That's how it works. And the court reporter just like took her hands off. She was like, all right, guys. And I talked to her later. I was like, how often does that happen? And she was like, you would be surprised.
Dude, that's so sick. Okay.
Yeah, that's
nice.
pretty sick.
Yeah, like some people say, they need to do like court fighter full.
They're just people, and some of them believe very strongly in their causes. So.
For sure.
I realized that we probably should have talked a little bit about Mortal Kombat X. There was a great stream.
I haven't seen any of that.
I really liked what they did. There was a great stream that NRS did, and I'm glad that we mentioned it because I didn't want to let that go. I really hope to see more of that stuff from NRS and from other developers too. It's the same kind of thing that we saw during Killer Instinct's development, if you recall. So I'm really happy to see that come out of NRS. They basically just went over some of the characters, you know, and they talked about the different play styles that the characters have. You know, there are these different, I forget what the word is, but like different grooves or whatever for each of the characters. And it was really interesting, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
I really did, so thanks to them.
Yeah, I mean, like when Harada said, hey, let's stream the beta test.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You know, that's the kind of stuff we need to see from a lot of these guys. So, do you want to talk about Omega mode? That's not what I was thinking of, but they announced a few new things in Omega mode, like DJ's no longer a charge character.
What?
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't see these.
Sea Viper gets a flash kick or something like that, and like
Rufus gets low.
So Abel gets a shoulder tackle.
Oh, from Cross Tekken, sure.
Yeah, and then let's see. El Fuerte has like options for all 6 buttons during EX Habanero Dash. It looks like he has like a flying butt attack that he can do now.
The flying nachos, it says. They just said that.
Yeah,
I didn't make it up.
I know. Rufus has like this weird like ducking shoulder attack or something, and yeah.
Okay.
Cammy has some, like, I think her close roundhouse actually launches people and can be jump canceled now and stuff like that. Yeah. Fei Long has like this punch that sets you on fire and launches you into the air.
Okay, so he's Cross Tekken Law.
Yeah, but DJ is no longer a charge character.
Okay. Hey, good for him. Hopefully he's viable.
Dude, T-Hawk gets a ground pound. He gets a Viper ground pound.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny, though. But, yeah. So, lots of interesting things going on in Omega.
Well, we'll see what happens with
Dude,
that.
Omega mode's going to be the most fun training mode Street Fighter ever.
Oh, in Street Fighter? Of course. For sure. So, okay, I've got nothing else here at this point in time, so... I have nothing else either. I'm looking at the chat to see if anybody else has anything. Doesn't look like it.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, you probably should if you can. If you haven't seen it yet, go pick up Assassin's Fist on Blu-ray. It was released on Blu-ray.
For some reason I thought you were talking about Assassin's Creed. I was like,
no.
I've heard terrible things about it.
Oh, yeah, I've heard terrible things about it.
No,
Assassin's Fist, the Street Fighter movie that the guys made, and they did an amazing job. 1,000 Pounds Guys, I think it was. I don't know if that's what they're still called, but they made that, and you can watch the whole thing, 2 hours, uncut. Really good stuff. Support them. They did a great job, especially if you like the detail they paid attention to the lore and stuff like that.
They did a really good job.
Yeah.
Is Topanga League starting?
Well, Topanga, there's been at least like 3 rounds now that have
of A-League?
Yeah, of A-League that have completed.
Oh, I totally have missed it. Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but all right.
Dude, the Topanga results are making me so sad about my top 10 ranking right now.
What
that we talked about
not? Is he dominating or something?
No. Fudo's like getting bodied right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
okay.
Fudo is not doing well.
Oh yeah, no, definitely go in there. No, that was B. You just went to B.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Sorry, I'm doing this on
on the fly. So yeah, there.
Okay, current results. Umehara Daigo on top. Michael Tan, Ken, second place.
Yeah, Michael Tan, dude.
He's been good the whole time. So. Nemo, third. That's interesting. He's 4-2, but he's plus or minus 0 overall. Sako right after that with Elena still. Urio with Chun. Momochi Ken. Santaru with Sagat. Tokido Akuma. Bonchan Sagat. Kazunoko Yun down third to last. Ex Pugera with Ibuki second to last. Fudo Fei last place.
1 and 5.
Last place. How about that? For those 5 in fact to be the bottom. Fudo, Pugera, Kaz, Bonchan, Tokido. How many? 3 of those players made it onto that extended list of the world's best that we did. Like 3 of those or 4 of those got votes.
Yeah.
For world's best for top 10. So. All right. Hey. maybe no surprise that Umehara is on top, but
yeah, pretty much. So
I know
and you rated him the
everybody else is
highest out
crazy.
of everybody. You rated Daigo the highest, so
I guess I did, yeah.
you're definitely coming out looking good right now. So Oh man, yeah, I have no idea what's going on with Fudo. It makes me sad.
That's surprising.
Yeah,
that's definitely
it's
surprising.
really surprising to me. So.
So are you gonna play Overwatch?
I don't know actually, because first-person shooters make me sick, right?
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, I just have a problem with that. It's really
Right.
stupid, but I don't know. It looks really interesting. Like, there's something really telling. I haven't played Team Fortress,
Okay.
so I don't know how much was taken from there, but
Okay.
like, there's something about watching that trailer and seeing a lot of the mechanics put in there, and I'm just like, why hasn't anyone else done this in a first-person shooter? You know what I mean? Like, I just saw a lot of, like, really cool things that I just felt like a lot of people hadn't done before. Because, like, every time I see first-person shooters, it's just the same thing. It's, like, different weapons just shooting at people. Like,
I mean, it sort of has been done. It's not just Team Fortress, but also Monday Night Combat. Super Monday Night Combat did not. It's basically Monday Night Combat's like Super Monday Night Combat's like if you did a first-person shooter version of like a MOBA.
oh, really?
It's really cool.
Okay.
But it also, so a lot of characters have like moves like the Overwatch characters do. Anyway, I'm really excited for it. I think it looks really interesting.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I like the character variety. I like the options. I hope that they don't have a billion champions, because that's a major turnoff for me nowadays. Now, in my old age, it's like a major reason why I haven't learned LoL and Dota as much as I probably should have.
There are rumors that they are going to try to do it that way, though, free to play.
And Monday Night Combo was third person. I'm sorry, what?
Oh, but I heard that there's rumors that they're going to try to do it like League of Legends, where it's like free to play, but you pay for characters and only certain ones are free at certain periods of time. Look, it looks fun. All I know is that Splatoon. I mean, when it comes to first-person shooters, dude, I'm all over Splatoon.
Right? Like, I put a tweet out. I was like, man, next year I'm going to be basically taken over by first-person shooters and turn-based strategy games like Civ and stuff. So, anyway, that's not fighting games at all. You want to get out of here?
One more thing. One more thing. This is still not what I wanted to remember, but it's still something I do want to mention. Is that if you guys remember, 86.com was releasing Skullgirls weekly teas, right? So they would be there for a week and then they'd go away, and then the next one would come out, until the end of November. All of them are back. You can order any of those t-shirts. Right. So you can go and buy any of those t-shirts. They're all available now. At the end of November, they're gone forever. So if you haven't had a chance to pick any up, which I didn't, go pick some up, which I did.
Nicely done.
There you go. So, yeah, definitely check that out.
Where was that?
86.com. Yep. So check that out. Just click. They have like categories. Go pick the Skullgirls categories. Lots of really creative t-shirts there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Lots of good stuff.
Well, is that it now?
Yeah, I think so. I've tried to delay it so long so I can remember what I want to talk about, but whatever. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. That's it from my side.
Okay, that's it from my side too. I'll put this up on the web pretty soon. Well, on the YouTube pretty soon. And we'll be back next week with normal Tuesday time. Maybe Monday.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. All right.
But definitely Tuesday.
All right. Peace out, everyone.